everyone and welcome to Yogamas Day 12. Today I'll be giving you a short and sweet intro to hand or head balances. So we are going to do crow pose and a headstand. So let's start with crow pose. Now, if you're a bit scared of falling over, here today it would pay off to have either a block, maybe a blanket, maybe some type of cushion or bolster. Now, crow pose. We all start in a malasana squat. So you have your hands inside your knees, hips are open, and this is basically the position you start from. Now place your hands on the floor and pike your hips up. This means that you have your knees free to come to rest against your upper arms, the back of your arms. So either you can have them down here at your knees, you can have them up here in your armpits or somewhere in between. The most important thing is to have them slightly outside your arms so you can squeeze in. Now, if you find this, or once you find this position, you bend your upper arms or your elbows a bit, and then you can pick up one leg, you can pick up the other leg and see how this feels. And if this feels good, and this is where a cushioning comes in handy, you may want to try and transition your weight forwards a bit until your feet start to float. And this, in the beginning, is all that's needed. So if this is all where you can get, perfect. This is crow pose. Now, if you're feeling good here, maybe you want to pick up your legs a bit further. And if you fall onto a cushion. But basically, this is how you get into crow pose. And if you don't want to do that, you can always stay in a malasana squat or just stick with practicing picking your legs up. Great. And the second brief intro I want to give you today is an intro to headstand. For headstand, we are doing a supported headstand today, which means we will need to find the correct positioning of our arms, and for that I want you to come to kneeling on your mat. Let me just, yes, so I don't hurt myself if I fall over. Basically, now you come to kneeling and place your elbows down onto the mat. Now you grab the opposite elbow with your hand, so like this, and that's basically the distance of your elbows. You don't move them. So now you pivot your arms forwards so you can interlace your fingers. Your elbows haven't moved, and this interlaced fingers, this is the cradle for your head. So now you're placing your head in between your hands and come into something like a downward dog shape. You walk your feet in, maybe you bend at the knees, and again pick up one leg, pick up the other leg, and the most important thing here is that you press into your elbows. So you don't want to have your full weight on your head, but really in your elbows. And if and when you feel comfortable, maybe you can pick up both legs. And once you have that, maybe you want to play around with maybe opening up your knees. I think that's the easiest way to get into a headstand. Maybe you want to go from the tucked position and straighten just one leg. Maybe you straighten the other. Basically, Once you are upside down and once you have your feet, both of your feet, up away from the floor, then, well, just play around with it. And if you're not feeling very comfortable either, try and have a sofa in front of you or a bed, so if you fall over, you land softly, or maybe you could do it against the wall. But trust me, it's not that hard and you will very, very quickly learn where the tipping point literally is. Now, basically that's a really quick intro to crow pose and headstand, and you will see why I placed it here in the Yogamas calendar today. So just wait, I think a day or two maybe, and everything will be solved. Until then, I'll see you tomorrow.